Hey everybody, we are in Texas and very excited to bring a great show to you. On this episode, we are going to show you the first installment of working with Martin Wheeler a few weeks ago back at home at Elk River. And then we're going to travel a little north from here with Michael Gonzales and do a little balance training at one of Dallas's iconic landmarks. We've got that and so much more coming for you, so don't miss a minute of it. Buckle up your seatbelts because I am Dan Sykes and this is Emergency Fish Party.
Emergency Fish Party.
Very normal.
We are here at the Dallas Cattle Drive statue at Pioneer Plaza in Dallas, Texas. We're here to train with Michael Gonzales, Systema instructor and professional bodyguard of more than 10 years professional experience. We're here among these great statues to show how you also can find objects in your area to improvise some training, to have some fun with your friends where you learn to remain relaxed and comfortable even when you're up a little high, you're ducking under things, you're dialing in a little bit of risk and a little bit of danger into your fun-filled training. So let's go check it out and see how we had some fun with Michael.
So we're going to start slowly. Yep. We're going to move through the cows and just see what happens. Welcome to Dallas.
So first off, we start slowly. No danger, no risk, just a little bit of discomfort under the obstacles, a little bit of work, but nothing too intense to start. So I'm gonna remain calm and relaxed, and even if I fall off one of these things, I gotta remain calm and relaxed, and hopefully not fall on this thing here. That's gonna be one of my many goals. I do feel a little nervousness. Even though I'm not walking upright, it still is a challenge. Now I gotta go down this straight deal here. All right, maybe not walking upright, maybe kind of crawling along. A lot of wind blowing, and I'm going over, but I'm not down yet. Most important of all, don't forget to have some fun. We're enjoying the day, we're training with our friends, we're moving around and feeling good, and that's what it's really all about. Still a little jacked up, so I want to recover right away. This fear, it's important to go down. I'm not in danger, but my heartbeat's still beating. You want to do your exercise and recover, and see how breathing and gains of attention can bring you back to neutral before you walk away. It definitely got a lot of emotions going in me, but I feel good and ready for the next thing. More training from Texas to come on this episode. We also have a musical guest from Texas, this time out, Mr. C.J. Briscoe, a young singer-songwriter we met north of Dallas in Salina, Texas. He's going to do a little working out with us, get a little body work, and we will check that out in due course. But now we are very happy to present the first of several installments we're going to have when Mr. Martin Wheeler was right here at Elk River Studios. Like many students around the world, we were fascinated in the presence of high-level guys to learn about the famous Systema strikes, otherwise known as ballistic strikes. As people all over the world have seen, ballistic strikes look and, believe me, they feel a lot different than normal strikes. And what we found out is that when you're training, you can't just get right into those strikes. There's very fundamental issues that have to be dealt with that are counterintuitive to most types of striking. And you have to start from the very basics. So why don't we start with Martin, where he showed us how to reconfigure your thinking about something as simple as walking. Let's check it out.
If you understand how to control somebody using the psychology of aggression, then use it. Don't be used by it. But if I can use my breathing to cycle my thoughts, then I can move. If I can move my thoughts, I can move my body. If I can move my body, I can survive. Let's just look at walking and breathing first of all. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is actually look at the physics of walking, and then we'll add the breathing to it. Okay, and then that gives us at least a mobility base to work from, to be able to throw punches and things like that from, without being too obvious as to how we're working. So ordinarily when you walk, so go ahead and walk. You see he walks from his heel to his toe. And as he does that, his head, if I was to put a book on his head, it would probably be jumping up and down right now, because the pressure is going directly from his heel. You see, that's what happens, and it's locking all the way through the body. So anything that happens from your heel is going to be felt through your shoulders, and if it's feeling through your shoulders, it's going to show in your punches. Because he's doing this, it means he's got to kind of rock this part to keep your balance. And what I want to do is change that around. So if I was to put my base here now and just kind of play with this, I could keep this completely flat and use this to maneuver. I'll just show you again. I'm just going to reach with my toe and pull myself forward instead of pushing off my heel. Okay? Really concentrate on completely relaxing your shoulders and your back. Try not bounce up and down. See if you can reach with the toe, reach with the toe, reach with it as far as you can reach. So at least now you have a way of walking that's not going to give away your motion. You know, you want to be hidden in plain sight. It means that you want to look normal, feel normal, everything about you should be normal, right up until, you know, okay? So if you think about placing a shot in a position that if Michael was a building and I put a piece of string about here and I pulled through here, his body would start to collapse over itself. See how the weight of his body here starts to create weight on his legs, on his hips, and the hips themselves start to build out and actually become like a wrecking ball for the rest of the body to get tagged onto. So just start by just kind of like, instead of pushing them sideways with the hook, just kind of like place the fingers and see if you can work through the hips and through this and everything else, and so his body weight starts to collapse over itself. And once I get that feeling of where that direction is, then just place the hand so it's just like it just drops through that weight. I don't really have to throw the punch then, just got to be in position and drop the hand. So then when I'm working, I can just hit and his body starts to collapse over itself. It's not really damaging him, it's enough just to make it work against itself. And of course there's a spleen in there as well, it's going to do damage, you know, if you hit properly. Okay?
Meanwhile, back in Texas. Well, that was cool. Those statues are cool. Not everybody's got statues, and that was a little bit intense. I almost fall off in one of those backwards. That wasn't so good.
Yeah, not everyone's ready for that. So one fun and easy way you can play with things is stay low to the ground.
I am going to try rolling, sort of, because there's all these little gaps. I'm a little nervous, but I'll breathe. I might get my butt wet. Oh no. Look at this. Just take a good look at this, guys. There's nothing here. It's 1 inch of water. If you introduce just some little uncomfortable obstacle, it kicks in this nervousness. Now we're going backwards. We're constricted from 3 people, and it changes the lesson.
And slowly, slowly, feel each other. Care to each other.
I'm heading for the water.
Very good, very good. Care to each other.
Oh, that was good. That got me a little nervous. Let's try.
Everyone's pulling his own personal interests. I think we did
And
it.
yet we made it. It's really not that tough. It seems crazy before you start, but really not so difficult. About an hour north of Dallas, in a small town called Salina, Texas, we went to a cafe and ran into a young singer-songwriter named CJ Briscoe, who agreed to come and do a little training with us and receive some deep tissue body work as well.
How I ended up here was you guys. I was playing at Lucy's on the Square, which is a little shop, little restaurant in Salina, Texas, and you guys came up to me and approached me and asked if I wanted to maybe sing some songs for you guys and do some training with you guys, and I said yeah. And the massages were great. I feel a lot looser, like, oh my gosh, like the tension is completely gone in my shoulders. The stick massage was intense, to say the least, but it really helped a lot. Like when it stopped, like you could definitely, like my hands were tingling, like I could definitely super relaxed, stay, like I almost fell asleep just laying there. I usually sing like kind of up here in my chest, but I mean it felt like it was coming from, you know, down my diaphragm. Like I could breathe deeper, and it felt a lot more powerful than what I usually do.
Girl, whisper in my ear and tell me all about you. Stars overhead, girl, we got all night. Tell me about your crazy friends and all the things that they do. Did I ever tell you you had the most beautiful?
And that's going to do it, everyone. Thanks for joining us once again. Big thanks to Martin Wheeler and Michael Gonzales, our guest instructors. We have barely scratched the surface of what we are going to bring you, both with Martin Wheeler and this amazing adventure we are having in Texas. So much more to come on the episodes to come, so we hope you can join us real soon, once again, right here on Emergency Fish Party.
Remember when we danced in the dark? Somewhere around midnight you stole my heart. Where can we move this go like we used to do? And I'll be up all night dreaming about you.
Next time on Emergency Fish Party.